Hi, welcome back to Burton's Academy. I'm glad to have you with me today. In this session, I'll introduce you to the bank account section within Xero. We'll start on the dashboard screen. Now, you might choose to not have all of your bank accounts visible on the dashboard screen, so it's not going to be as simple as opening up the dashboard and clicking onto the relevant bank account. So instead, you need another way to access your bank account. So to do this, you want to go onto the top ribbon and click on Accounting, Bank Accounts, and then that will open up a list of your bank accounts. I've only got the two, so it doesn't look any different at the moment. However, if I chose this Show Account on Dashboard box and unticked it, I will then find when I go back to the bank dashboard that the bank account is no longer there. So that is why it's really important to know different ways of accessing your bank account. And when you're on the bank account, there are a few different tabs to be aware of. We have the Reconcile tab. This will show you all the unreconciled items that have come through on your bank account. So you need to reconcile everything from your bank statement so that Xero has recorded all of this information. None of this information will be on your reports or anywhere visible for you to see how much money you're making as a total if you haven't reconciled. So this is a really important task to do. So what you'll see on your Reconcile tab is on the left screen, you have the transactions. These are all from your bank statement as they will be on a physical PDF document. And on the right side, you will have Xero transaction information. So they might have a blank screen like this one, where it says you can enter the information you would like, or it might have a green box that suggests we have an invoice or bill to match this towards. And you want to do some checks, check my other video to see what I mean by that. And then also you might have a suggested match, and that's where it's saying you've had a similar transaction to this. Would you like to post it in this same location? It does not mean you have to post it in the same location, but Xero is advising for you to do that. So just two things to be aware of. And then you have the cash coding tab. This again is exactly the same as the Reconcile tab, but in a different format. So it's saying, here is all your transactions in a nice list. And if you want to enter all this information manually, then you could do it all in one go. So for example, I can see that I've got two 7-Eleven transactions. So I can say, I would like these to go to my general expenses account code. And actually, I want to change the tax code. So because I want to change the tax code on both of them, I will select them both using these tick boxes. And then I will choose the relevant tax code that I want to use. And as previously mentioned, I'm pretending that I'm a no VAT account company, and therefore I will choose no VAT. And as you can see, both have now been updated. This will be the same for if you do a reference description or account and pay name as well when you have them selected. So be sure not to select everything and then make these changes. You can obviously make the changes wherever you like. So for example, this e-bank one, I would like that to go to, I don't know, let's say IT software, because I just like that account code. And that has not changed my other two. And then I can select it because I'm ready to reconcile that item. Once you're ready to reconcile your items, you then will click the Save and Reconcile selected. And it will say whether it's been reconciled or not. Sometimes there will be an error, but hopefully not. And then you can click OK. And then that's it. You can then go back to the next view. You then have the tab for bank statements. This is really important tab. This is everything from your bank statement, whether it's been reconciled or not. And what you want to do is make sure that it's up to you how often, but maybe once a month, you're checking that this balance matches your bank statement. Because if it doesn't, there's been an import feed error, and you need to then find the transaction that's maybe been imported twice, or find the transactions that haven't been imported just yet. If you want a hand with that, we'll go over to my other video and I will have support for you there. And then finally, we have the account transactions tab as well. So this is where everything that you have reconciled. So again, we have 23 unreconciled transactions. they are still on that screen. These 23 will not be visible within my account transactions. However, the ones that are visible are the ones that I have reconciled. And so this is everything that's been through the account. So it's got your date, your description, your reference, your payment reference, spent, received, your balance, and so on. Again, this is where I could go into any of these items if I would like to see what they relate to. And I can do that by clicking on the description. So we'll just go into 7-Eleven, for example, and then that's the transaction this relates to. And that's your bank account. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you at the next one.